Kick off the 5th annual Zero Waste Conference, Empowering a Generation of Equitable Waste Reducers Amidst Global Crises. My name is Amanda. I am the program manager of WRRAP. Before we dive into the program today, I want to acknowledge that I'm speaking to all of you from the land of the Wiyot people in Arcata, California. Arcata is known as Gudini in the Wiyot language.
As a student, especially one getting a degree in environmental sciences, two questions that often come into my mind and a lot of my peers is how do I identify local efforts going on in my community and how do I get involved with them?
My advice would be, if you have an idea of what you already want to do, to really insert yourself into that environment. Volunteer if it's something that is not available at the moment. Volunteer for an affiliated group. Get your face known around the organization.
What I think played a big role in my path was to become really involved in the community, between going to mixers and networking with people, and
more of a local community impact. And therefore it's going to be, in the eyes of your community.
One simple thing, and that's really just an acknowledgement that if we don't take care of each other and the planet, we won't succeed as a species. We just won't exist. So I mean, it just has to be the foundational belief.
Purchasing is so much more than what an individual walks into a store and buys. It's what your store offers you to buy. And so you as a shopper have a lot of say in that all over, but especially at member-owned entities where you have a board who will listen to you.
The North Coast Environmental Center puts out a production called Eco News, and it's a once a month newsletter that we put out, and it's free. And we put it around all around town, Wildberries, the co-op. It's even on campus as well. And that's a great way to not only learn about our organization, but what other local environmental organizations are doing in the area.
Check out Cooperation Humboldt. They have a very large section of their resources available in Spanish already.
I would say, rather than trying to do it all and shift your entire life to be the environmental hero that none of us can be individually, I would start with thinking about what interests you. What interests you in your life? What interests you in your life and makes you come alive? And then how can you integrate sustainability in those areas of your life that you're already interested in?
I like to take any kind of plastic jug that comes up in my house and use it for gardening. It's really simple to just cut off the top of a container and then drill holes in the bottom, and it could be a planter of any size. So that's really fun.
By providing tools, parts, and education for students to practice bicycle maintenance, we empower the community to ride and maintain bicycles with confidence, as well as to share their knowledge and skills with others.
When creating a plan overall, you don't need to be bogged down in specific details. The important part of this is that you can illustrate to the board that you know what you're doing. So if they decide to fund it, they are able to trust that you are going to be able to run this program in a sustainable way. And if they have any questions, you should have done enough research to be prepared to answer anything that they may have.
There's lots of little decomposing things in here, bits of eggshell carton, which are a carbon source. And it's got these 2 layers of bins because another form of carbon is if you've got leaves in your backyard that fall in the fall and get all over your property, you can just rake those up and save them year round. Those are a great source of carbon.
Finished compost looks like. We actually give out finished compost at the Rose House in a toter. So if you need reused office supplies, it's at the Rose House.
The influence of capitalism over complex biological and social systems have historically contributed to climate change. With its intensive reliance on fossil energy, as a result of economics, we see that the concentration of power lies in private industry. Therefore, capitalists cannot create a market-based solution for climate change.